You're still watching the ASEAN Basketball League Season 9, fourth and final quarter between the San Miguel Alab Pilipinas and the host CLS Knights of Indonesia here at the Gor Kertajaya in Surabaya, Indonesia. The Knights are within 2. They were down by 18 big points earlier. So they'll tupas with Marco Benitez here as Brandon Jawato gives CLS the first taste of the lead with that 3-ball.
And this is the explosion from Brandon Jawato that the Knights have been looking for. And I like how they've started out this fourth quarter with that 1-2-2 zone, forcing Alab to try to beat them from the outside.
Kenan Chongson gives it up. Parks from the corner. Lawrence Domingo trying to keep that ball alive. It goes to Monte Brandon. Brandon Jawato.
And this is the first taste of the lead.
Sandy, 3-ball. The CLS Knights catching fire early in this fourth quarter.
10 points right now for Sandy Kurniawan.
PJ Ramos, quick double for Monte Brandon off that blind side. And Sandy Kurniawan on the move, drops it off. Maxi Esho! The bang and the bucket for Maxi Esho.
That's an 8-2 run to start this fourth quarter, using that 1-2-2 zone to get stops against San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, and then the CLS Knights sharing that basketball. And how about the spark that Sandy Kurniawan has been for the Knights?
I like the play there from Sandy Kurniawan. The defender was quickly closing out on him after he hit a 3 on the other side. Opted to put that ball on the deck and drop it off to Maxi Esho. And the CLS Knights with a chance to extend this lead here to 7. It's a 25-point turnaround.
And this is where the Knights are dangerous. Once they get that local support, and that support outside of Maxi Esho.
Balkman inside, lays it in.
At that time, the 1-2-2 zone was forced to come out on that corner, opening up the inside with that penetrating pass to Ronaldo Balkman.
Sandy Kurniawan may have traveled there. Short on the shot anyway. Chongson to Ethan Avano. PJ Ramos for 3. That's good.
How about that step in 3-point shot from PJ Ramos from the top of the key?
And all of a sudden, the Knights' lead has been chopped to just a single basket. Great start here to the fourth quarter. Timeout on the floor with under 8 minutes remaining. It's the Knights with a 2-point lead. CLS Knights with a 2-point lead over Alab Pilipinas. Backed by this energetic crowd inside the Gor Basket Kertajaya. Maxi Esho. Monte Brandon on the move. Brandon Jawato against Ray Parks. Jawato looking for a teammate. He goes to Esho. 2 seconds in the shot clock. Esho.
Would have been big if that had gone in, but excellent half-court defense from San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
PJ Ramos is open for 3. Short.
And how about the job Monte Brandon has done here in the second half?
Maxi Esho trapped, gets the ball back from the corner now.
PJ Ramos daring him to take that triple.
Hidayat to Monte Brandon. Brandon probing. Brandon laying it in.
And that is the 18th big point of Monte Brandon after just 7 points last Sunday against San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
And 2 points only in the first half.
Yes, he has more than made up for the 4-point output of Steven Hurt.
PJ Ramos bullying his way inside. Couldn't get the layup to go. Ball will stay It's San Miguel Alab Pilipinas with a fresh 14-second shot clock.
That's just a nice spin move to the baseline by PJ Ramos. Just left it short.
Ramos laying it in with the foul.
And how nimble on his feet is PJ Ramos. Great footwork.
Making it look easy there, Marco.
And this is one of the reasons why Stephen Hurd has been limited to just 4 points. He has really had to do his fair share just to try to stop PJ Ramos, who already has 22 big points.
Well, PJ Ramos, no double there as he got the inbound. PJ Ramos trying to complete this three-point play. And the crowd making their presence felt. The goal basket, Kertajaya.
And you know, Sidel, we talked about one of the keys to this ball game. If that CLS Knights can limit their turnovers to just below 14, they have done exactly that. Just 9 turnovers so far in this ball game.
66-65. They get it to Esho. Esho on the move. Monte Brandon, jumper. No good. Brandon Jawato trying to save it. He does.
And they're going to get a foul on Ethan Albano.
On Arif Hidayat.
But Brandon Jawato just getting that 50-50 ball, earning them that second possession.
A 66-65 lead for the CLS Knights. What looked like a blowout earlier, it's turned into a tight one. As we go down the stretch, Maxi Esho on the drive, reverse too strong. Monte Brandon recovers the loose ball and stepped on the line.
Yep, as I was about to say, Monte Brandon, another offensive rebound, third offensive rebound, 11th total rebound in the game.
Working on a double-double. Monte Brandon, 18 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals. That's a big stat there, 4 steals. He has 7 for the ball game.
Unlike the first outing, Brandon has held his own against Reynaldo Balkman.
PJ Ramos gives it up to Ethan Albano, back to Ramos. Albano on the drive, the kick out to Parks. They swing it over to Balkman. Ramos is free. And Maxi Esho with a rebound.
Great ball movement there, but everything but the shot for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
Monte Brandon.
Oh, that's a weak pass.
And Balkman with another steal. Balkman crossover. Balkman all the way to the rack.
Now, this is one of the things that Reynaldo Balkman is known for, that open court ability to finish and to cross over his defender.
And he has you on your heels. Just very tough to stop. Reynaldo Balkman. Alab with a 1-point lead. Maxi Esho for 3.
Maxi Esho, 27 points. Third triple of the game.
Big shot at that, because that gives the CLS Knights a 2-point lead. 4.5 minutes remaining.
That's going to be a foul against Wong Wei Long as Ethan Albano was trying to post up a former local MVP. Oh, it's going to be a double foul.
The ball will stay with San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Oh, the possession arrow. No, that should be Alab ball.
Yep. Ball will stay with San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. So watch the lob pass here to PJ Ramos.
Lawrence Domingo, PJ Ramos, Ray Parks, and Reynaldo Balkman for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. And in Jawato, Maxi Esho, Stephen Hurt, Monte Brandon, and Wong Wei Long for the CLS Knights, as PJ Ramos has made a living attacking the paint.
And you see how much of a veteran PJ Ramos is. He tells Bobby Ray Parks to cut baseline, to clear out the side, and then before he goes to work against Stephen Hurt.
So another trip to the line for PJ Ramos. 4 of 6 so far for PJ Ramos. 23 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists.
Only he and Ronaldo Balkman rather are in double figures for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Meanwhile, for the CLS Knights, you have Esho with 27, Brandon has 18, and Sandy Curniawan, who has been the big lift off the bench, with 10 points.
And 2 for 2 for PJ Ramos. They're all tied at 69 once again. Stephen Hurt. Go to Esho. Back out to Wong Wei Long.
Got the mismatch on Esho.
Esho against Alvano. Kicks it out to Wong. Hurt is open for 3. In and out. Ramos with the rebound.
Alab dodging a bullet on that one.
Ethan Alvano against Wong Wei Long. They want to go to PJ Ramos.
That was a weak pass there on the part of Alvano. They had the side cleared out for PJ Ramos.
There's a timeout on the floor for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. We're deadlocked at 69 with 3 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. CLS Knights, led by Maxi Esho, have erased an 18-point deficit against the reigning champion San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. 3 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. We are tied at 69 with Alab Pilipinas in possession. PJ Ramos against Stephen Hurt.
Triangle action here for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
Ronaldo Balkman. It's Monte Brandon. Balkman inside. Missing on that one. Kayla Chongson saving that basketball to PJ Ramos. They want to go back to Ronaldo Balkman. Balkman has Monte Brandon in the air. Short on that shot. And Stephen Hurt collecting the loose ball.
And you know, one thing that the Knights have done well, they prevented the fast break of San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, and they've also prevented those three-point shooting of San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
The runner from Esho is unsuccessful. So Alab with the basketball once again.
And let's see if they try to go back down into PJ Ramos.
Ethan Alvano. Go back to PJ Ramos. The kick out to Chong Son. Down low to Balkman. Balkman banks it in over Stephen Hurt, who is in foul trouble right now.
That's just a quick move to the baseline by Ronaldo Balkman, catching Stephen Hurt off guard.
And Hurt with 4 fouls. Probably drawn by PJ Ramos.
Yeah.
Brandon Jawato. Stephen Hurt answers right back.
And that is one thing he does well, is sink that mid-range jumper, although that's only the 6th point of Stephen Hurt, but what a time for it to come.
Tied at 71 with under 2 minutes remaining.
Baseline exchange.
Park stepped on the line. Brandon Jawato playing terrific defense there.
Crucial turnover here for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Chance for the Knights to grab the lead once again with less than 2 minutes remaining.
Wong Wei Long against Ethan Alvano. Wong loses his footing. No travel there. Monte Brandon, who has come alive in the second half. Gets it to Maxi Esho. Esho, the kick out. Hurt. Back to Esho. 3 seconds in the shot clock. Esho, the runner. That's short. Ramos ahead to Chongson. Back to Parks.
That's just great court vision there on the part of Kalen Tiongson. But again, that baseball pass from PJ Ramos. Easy bucket in transition for Alab.
That was a bullet right there. Wong Wei Long on the drive. Well defended by Alvano, but there is a foul on Ethan Alvano.
And how about the veteran move by Wong Wei Long, not settling for an outside shot, instead going aggressive and then drawing the foul against Ethan Alvano.
Wong Wei Long, an ABL veteran against an ABL rookie. A lot of contact there on the body.
That's a good call there by the referee.
So no stranger to pressure free throws. Wong Wei Long is at the line.
So far, 2 out of 3 tonight. 4 points for Wong Wei Long.
The first one is good for Wong Wei Long. For so many years, the face of that Singapore Stingers franchise. Now suiting up for the CLS Knights in the 9th season of the ABL. And he ties the game at 73.
You know, the Knights have really done a good job limiting the offense of San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Alab scored 94 points last game. Now we're only at 73.
They go to Balkman. He wants Ramos to give the pick. Great anticipation there from Brandon. They go back to Balkman. Balkman on the move. Balkman gets it back. Just relentless. Ronaldo Balkman.
Got to be careful you don't foul Wong Wei Long.
Wong Wei Long weaving through traffic and putting in the layup.
How about the former local MVP? Presence of mind before San Miguel Alab Pilipinas able to set up on defense. Attacks, penetrates, and gets the bucket.
Great plays on both ends of the floor. Ronaldo Balkman on the other end. And Wong Wei Long with an answer. This is the jumper earlier from Stephen Hurt. And the basket from Ray Parks off that great feed from Kalen Chongson. And back comes Ronaldo Balkman, able to score inside. And Wong Wei Long quickly down court, beating a couple of Alab players and just unfazed by the height of PJ Ramos. A fearless drive there.
That's only his 6th attempt of the ball game. So again, no stranger to pressure here is Wong Wei Long. But off this timeout, for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, important thing here is that you get a good look, good quality look, possibly coming off the post-up from either PJ Ramos or Ronaldo Balkman.
And Wong Wei Long has scored the last 4 points, actually, of the CLS Knights here. 2 from the free throw line and 2 off that layup.
So you have Alvano, Bobby Ray Parks, Ronaldo Balkman, PJ Ramos on the floor. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
Referees trying to sort things out here. And CLS Knights not yet over the limit.
I think it's because the shot clock started late. They had 30 seconds after that timeout. And for a while, it was 22 seconds left on the shot clock, but four seconds had gone off the game clock.
So they sorted things out here. We're going down the wire here at the Gore Basket Kertajaya. PJ Ramos to Ray Parks. 10 seconds to work with for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. They go down low to PJ Ramos. Ramos against Hurt. Lost the handle momentarily. Hurt playing terrific defense on PJ Ramos. They have to go down quickly. 2 seconds remaining. Wong Wei Long for the win. And that is short. And we are going to overtime.
How about that defensive stop there by Stephen Hurt? Nursing 4 personal fouls, but standing his ground against the 7'3" PJ Ramos.
But I don't think Maxi Echo was aware of the clock there.
Started to walk up that basketball.
And the fans here inside the Gore Basket Kertajaya getting a treat. We need 5 more minutes to settle this one. 75 all between the CLS Knights and the San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Overtime period underway at the Gore Basket Kertajaya in Surabaya, Indonesia. CLS Knights clawing their way back from 18 points down in the second half. Maxi Esho gives it up. Monte Brandon for 3. Offline on that 3 ball. Park saves it to Ethan Alvano. Ahead to Bachman. And Alab Pilipinas regains the lead.
And very crucial here in the overtime period is who gets the first spurt or who gets the first run. Because this 5 minutes will go faster than you expect.
Maxi Esho against Parks. Esho, 3 ball. Too strong. Bachman.
Oh, that's back-to-back jumpers for the CLS Knights. And Bachman looks a bit hurt.
Ethan Alvano on the move. Alvano taking it strong to the rack. Hurt. There's a set flying there on that rebound play. Alvano with the offensive rebound. 6 seconds to shoot for Alab. Parks to the rack. Hurt with a rebound. Another great defensive sequence there for the Knights.
Important thing here for the Knights is to get a good look and a quality shot.
Hurt. They go down low to Maxi Esho against Kalen Chongson. Esho, baseline. Wong Wei Long is free for 3. He has struggled.
That's another outside shot. 3rd consecutive outside shot for the CLS Knights here in overtime with almost 2 minutes elapsed.
Great job there for Alab Pilipinas as well. Ramos, the kick out to Bachman. Couldn't gather quickly, and Maxi Esho is there. Bachman, turnaround shot short. Esho tracks down the miss.
You get the sense that both teams are already exhausted, leaving their shots short.
And Sandy Kurniawan all set to enter the ball game for CLS. Stephen Hurt, extra pass. Maxi Esho, wide open 3.
Great ball movement, great extra pass there. And it all started with that penetration by Wong Wei Long, forcing PJ Ramos to switch. Top of the key was wide open. Defense scrambled, and Esho was wide open.
78-77. Ramos back to Chongson. Now with Balkman. 4 seconds to shoot. Balkman open. Couldn't get it to go, but the second serving is good for Ronaldo Balkman.
Again, relentless on the glass is Ronaldo Balkman. 32 big points.
Also has 9 rebounds and 4 steals, Ronaldo Balkman.
And I think there was a problem with the game clock, so they reset it to 2 minutes.
The final 2 minutes. We are in overtime here at Igor Basket Kertajaya in Surabaya, Indonesia. Stephen Hurt. We go to Wong Wei Long. Hurt. Maxi Esho. Back to Hurt from the perimeter. Short on that one. Balkman with a rebound.
And another outside shot there for Stephen Hurt, that time leaving it short.
They go back down low to Ramos against Hurt with 4 fouls. Chongson is open. Gives up the shot. Ray Parks knocks down the 3.
Bobby Ray Parks only with 7 points prior to that triple. But what a time for him to hit his first triple of the ball game.
Big shot there for Ray Parks. 82-78. He was quiet for most of this ball game. But he has hit what could be the game's biggest shot. 4-point lead for Alab. .73 seconds remaining here. CLS Knights with possession. They're trailing by 4 against San Miguel Alab Pilipinas in this overtime period. Maxi Esho, quick trigger. Offline, Cornyawan tracking down the miss. It goes to Ray Parks.
They tried the elevator screen for Sandy Cornyawan, leaving Esho wide open, but nobody back down in transition quick enough to stop Ronaldo Balkman in a quick answer. And slowly this is slipping away from the Knights.
Full head of steam. Ronaldo Balkman unstoppable right there to extend the lead to 6. And PJ Ramos having some words with Wong Wei Long.
And Wong Wei Long definitely not going to back down from PJ Ramos. But again, you see the decision making there of Wong Wei Long, able to stop the clock and put himself on the foul line. So if he can sink these 2 free throws, lead is going to be down to 4 with still 44 seconds remaining.
Wong Wei Long, he works best under pressure.
Right now, 5 out of 6 from the stripe, 9 points.
Second free throw. Crowd here inside Golden Basket Kertajaya giving Wong Wei Long the peace and quiet that he needs to hit that second free throw. Balkman gets it and he slams it home.
And again, no help defense. Able to stop Ronaldo Balkman. Easy 2 points once again.
Esho to Jawado from the corner. No good. Balkman gets it. And Alab Pilipinas poised to pick up a second victory here in this young campaign of theirs in ABL Season 9.
But the CLS Knights giving them a scare here on their home floor, tying the game at 75 apiece, forcing the overtime. And there was a time when they even had the lead. Biggest lead for the CLS Knights was 7 points.
Well, probably the CLS Knights providing the rest of the ABL a blueprint here.
Yes.
On how to stop this San Miguel Alab Pilipinas team.
And there's one learning here is that If you're able to stop the outside shooting and the transition game of the San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, you stand the chance.
At least a chance.
At least a chance.
And because the way the Alab has finished this game is remarkable as well. Outscoring the CLS Knights 13-5 in this overtime period. And they will come home with a huge 88-80 victory over the CLS Knights. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas improving to 2-0. CLS Knights dropping to 2-5.
Well, that was a gallant stand here for the home squad. CLS Knights, they outscored San Miguel Alab Pilipinas 26-15 in the third quarter, and again 20-18 in the fourth quarter to force the overtime, but just ran out of steam in the overtime period, only managing 5 points in overtime while giving up 13 points to San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
Ronaldo Balkman with another big game. After scoring 33 last week, he finishes with 36 this time. With 12 rebounds and 4 steals. PJ Ramos with a double-double as well. 25 points and 11 rebounds. Ray Parks hitting that big three to highlight a 10-point performance. And Ethan Alvano with 7 points and 8 assists for the CLS Knights. Monte Brandon with 18 points. Maxi Esho with 30. And played the entire game, Maxi Esho. And he has 30 points and 8 rebounds. And that wasn't enough. Stephen Hurt, hobbled by foul trouble all game long, only had 6 points.
Well, he had the big challenge of trying to defend against PJ Ramos the entire ball game pretty much. So that limited his scoring output.
Hey guys, what a game. And my name is Dion Edwin. I'm here together with Monte Brandon. We almost had it, Brandon. Heading into the overtime, what is in your mind heading to the overtime?
Just to keep playing hard, keep executing, keep fighting. That was our mindset the whole game, was to keep fighting. That's what we want to keep doing overtime.
Especially playing against the defending champion, Alab Pilipinas. Especially about the second half. It was a good performance by the CLS Knights Society. What is motivating you guys to play better?
I know when we went to the Philippines, that wasn't a representation of us when they beat us by over 30. So we want to come out here and show our home fans that we don't quit. We keep fighting. They need to keep cheering for us the whole year. Keep staying with us.
All right, last but not least, another thing that you want to say to our fans.
Hey, thank you so much for coming to the game tonight. I'm sorry we couldn't get the win, but we fought hard for you guys. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Monte. Good luck for the next game.
Thank you.
All right, guys, what a game. And back to you guys.
What a game indeed. Thank you, Dion Edwards, for that very nice interview with Monte Brandon. 88-80 here at the Gore Basket Kerta Giants here by Indonesia. Another big win for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, but you know, you gotta like the fight shown by the CLS Knights, especially going down by 18 points.
Where they were successful in limiting the transition game of San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. And again, that big step-up performance by Monte Brandon after scoring just 7 points. Also able to limit San Miguel Alab Pilipinas' three-point shooting, a far cry from those 14 triples that they scored in that game last Sunday in Santa Rosa, Laguna. So the CLS Knights showing us some kinks in the armor of San Miguel Alab Pilipinas and showing us that they are able to stand tough and really compete against the defending champs. So a good outing as well for the CLS Knights Indonesia.
PJ Ramos went to work early, was already in double figures at halftime, and Ronaldo Balkman with another big game. And Maxi Esho did his best to keep the CLS Knights in this ball game.
They gave pretty much as much as you could have asked from the CLS Knights. Just did not have enough steam to finish in the overtime period, and we saw they were not able to get back in transition. Gave up a couple of easy baskets and those transition dunks for Ronaldo Balkman in the overtime period. Meanwhile, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, a lot of learning here coming from Gore Kertajaya, and they're going to be facing a formidable Formosa Dreamers less than a week from now. That's going to be in Santa Rosa, Laguna. That's going to be an explosive matchup as well.
Well, what a matchup would that be for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas? But they went back to what they do best in the end. You saw the three-point shooting from Bobby Ray Parks and the way they finished the game. Quick outlet to Ronaldo Bogman, all alone for the layup and the dunk later on to close out this victory. Stephen Hurt didn't have a good game because he was busy defending PJ Ramos and Ronaldo Bogman. It's a good thing as well for Alab that when they went down by 7 points, they didn't lose their composure.
And that is one of the assets of a championship caliber ball squad and a defending champ, showing composure, showing that they're not just about to give up. And again, the depth of San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, they realized that their three-point shooting was not working for a stretch, went back to high percentage basketball with PJ Ramos down low, creating opportunities for his other teammates. And then San Miguel Alab Pilipinas able to pull the win in overtime.
They started the game with a 10-0 burst. Ray Parks quiet for most of the night on the day that he got drafted in the Pro League back in the Philippines. This was the shot that fell short. That would have been the game winner for the CLS Knights. A long way long right there with the shot. And in the overtime period, it was a Ronaldo Bogman show. And that's where we finish here. Take a look at the stats. Rebounding, of course, Alab Pilipinas with that advantage, 46-36. Free throw shooting, CLS Knights with more free throws, assists, and CLS very successful in limiting their turnovers there.
Well, that was one of the reasons why they were able to keep the game close, avoided those costly mistakes, costly turnovers, resulting in turnover baskets for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, which is their bread and butter. So since they were able to limit that, they were able to compete and even have a chance in the end.
Thank you for joining us. For my partner, Marco Benitez, this is Adelph Tupas saying good night from Surabaya.
Country